welcome to another episode of Growth FX, where today I'll be reviewing something that's not Bandai, for once, but Revell. And this one actually is a rather old one, too. This is for it's like around the time the Clone Wars first started going around, but yeah. This is the 1/100, at least that's what it says online, not on the box, but the 1/100 scale, snap tight, Star Wars Imperial Shuttle. Now this one was one of my favorites, especially even watching the originals as a kid. I don't know why, I just like cargo ships or something. I have no freaking idea why, or just like troop ships. The ones that just troop transports and stuff like that. They're not really fighters or anything like that. They're just transport. Something about them, I don't know why I like it. I don't even work on anything transport, and I don't really think I foresee myself ever working that. But anyway, besides the point. This is basically something I've been looking forward to, and it's been a little hard to find, at least online and everything like that, because this was released quite a ways back. So, yeah. So right off the bat, you can already see here, we just have a little bit of information on it. The length, the overall length here. I'm not sure if this is... Okay, actually, this is the dimensions for the actual kit when it's completed. So it's going to be about, estimating length is about 6.5 inches. Wingspan is about 12 inches. Pieces, they're about 33 and so on. You have a little bit of detail here in the back just to show. Shows that you don't need any painting. You don't need any glue. It's just an easy snap. Of course, I will be modifying this, so I will not keep it the way it looks. Other side over here, just what you see in the front cover. Some little details here. It has some landing gear. It doesn't actually work, though. You have to pop them out individually and put in the landing gear. And then pop them off again and put in the little spaces that go in between where the landing gear would be and everything like that. It does have a folding cockpit. And then we have where the wings actually do fold up, just like you'd see in the movie and everything like that. So that's pretty neat as well. Moving on over here, we're actually getting into the actual parts here. So we have the runners. And this isn't all of them, by the way. But right off the bat, you'll notice here that unlike Bandai and everything like that, where they have them in separate parts or something, like these would be individual pieces instead of just like one solid piece that's already been painted and everything like that. Revell just goes off and pretty much makes it all... Yeah. Bandai probably would have made this transparent here, or would have made it like where it's another part where you stick it in and there you go. They didn't do that for the Revell kits, so I will have a lot of work to do in cutting this out and then trying to find a replacement part to go inside there so I can illuminate from the inside on that part too. Not only that, these little tabs actually go where these parts are, so that's going to be a little bit tricky because, like I said, I do plan on wanting to have this lit. I don't want it just regular as it is. I'm going to repaint it. I'm going to light it up, or at least part of it, because some parts probably won't be able to do it, but yeah. Here we have the cockpit, and this is actually transparent, but not. What I mean by that is there is actually a little bit of light leak. You can kind of see a little bit more. It's a little hard to say. It's just like on the inside here, they basically painted in an opaque. I think opaque, if I remember, is not transparent. Black. So, yeah, you can sand this off. Try to get it transparent or something like that. What I thought about doing was doing that, actually. Probably sanding it carefully or removing this paint somehow. I don't know how. If not, recasting it or just basically grabbing a piece of plastic and just like thermoforming it to be exactly as this is. And then painting over that and then putting in a transparent film that I have that's used for windows, for tinting cars and stuff like that. So that's what I was thinking about doing with this. Instead of using this, I'll use something else or whatever. That's kind of the plan. So this way you can still see partially in the cockpit because I want to have the cockpit lit. Here we have one of the wings, and right off the bat you can kind of see here that this is just a little bit over 5 inches. The thing is that this part here is going to connect to another bit over there, so it's actually going to be a little bit longer. Might actually be longer than that. Right here we have the top fin, and I have them just kind of connected. They're in 2 halves. See right there? So this is just the top fin, and it's already... see, about a little under 6.5 inches in height, just for the fin right here, the top fin. So this is already going to be a pretty big kit when you're done with it. Moving on to the next runners that we have here. We also have the other parts of the wings. Here are the completed parts because it's like another half that goes on the bottom. This is why I said it's going to be a little hard for me to try and light it, because I know that there's lights that go on the ends here, but because this is like this, I'm not really even sure how I'm going to go ahead and do this. Might just put maybe like some putty or something. I'm not even sure, but I might not even try that because I don't want to ruin this. It's going to be hard to even try to fix that or whatever. But yeah, the wingspan here, just the one of the wings here is almost 7 inches. So that's pretty crazy right there. We have the body already right here. It's just a hollow piece here. Just some parts here already painted on. I'm just going to repaint that. There's not much detail going on. Bandai would have had a lot more going on here and everything like that. But here it's very simplistic. There's hardly anything on there at all. Here we have the top part of where the cockpit would be and everything like that. Here we have the cockpit itself. And one thing that you'll probably notice is that for 1/100 scale, this is kind of big. In here I have basically the 1/100 scale figures and stuff like that. So I have a little 1/100 scale engineer or something, I don't know. You can already see that looks almost like a booster seat for him or something like that. This is too big to be 1/100 scale. This is more like maybe 1/72nd, at least for them. And speaking of, here are the pilots. So you get a stormtrooper and you get an Imperial officer, I guess, just a pilot. And the thing is that they are scaled to like more like a 1/72 scale instead of 1/100. So that's the only downside on that. I was thinking about going ahead and just gutting the inside here and converting it to make it more 1/100 scale, hollowing all this out, putting in more detail, possibly even 3D printing some of these parts just so I can fit them in, even adding the seats because there's supposed to be like 6 seats or something like that. So that's what I was thinking about doing for that. We have some of the cannons here, I think. We have the bottom half here, which does not open up, unfortunately. So that's kind of a downer too, unless you can go ahead and modify that. And then the last runner we have here is just the parts that go underneath. You can see that there's some cabling detail that's already painted and everything like that. You have the back part for where the thruster is and everything like that. Or actually, I think this is the front half where it connects for the neck and everything. You have articulated turrets. These actually do rotate a little bit. And then we have the landing gear and everything like that. So that's pretty much that for this. There aren't any stickers or anything like that because it's already pretty much repainted. Here we have the instructions and the nice black and white kind of thing going on. Very simple on how to assemble everything and everything like that. So it's pretty neat. But like I said, I do plan on working on this. So yeah. And like I said, it'll be a while before I actually do start working on this and make a part 2 for this video. Because at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and start rolling out part 1s instead. And then when I have enough time, I'll start rolling in some part 2s. This way y'all can see some of these kits and how they are when you open them out of the box. But yeah. So that pretty much concludes this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And as always, this is GrayWolfFX signing out.